Welcome back to the Jacksonville Buzz. I'm Steve Strum. This morning we have Laurie Lee from the legal department for service professionals. I think I got it all.
You got it.
All right, so we're done. So we were talking offset, and it's good to see you again. It's been a little bit.
Good to see you too.
You have a law firm that does a lot of business law for business owners, but you do things a little differently than what most law firms do when somebody comes to you and says, I'm a business owner, now what? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I've been practicing 20 years or so, and it's only the past 7 years when I started this firm that I was really able to focus in on something that's important to me, and that is educating small business owners. So the law tends to be mysterious. It's behind this curtain. Nobody really knows what the answers are. It's hard to find information. And so when small businesses come to us, one of the things that's important to me is that I educate them, that we give them the information, not just say, here's a buy-sell agreement. They need to understand what that means and what those provisions are. They don't just check the box, here it is. So we do a lot of education, a lot of explaining. And so that's really what makes us stand out. So when people come to us, they feel like they can be a better business owner because of the information they've received.
So you talk about the importance of some documents. Which of course is critically important. In my other life, I do a little bit of that most of the time. And when you hear the words, "Oh, but I'm going into business with my brother. We're going to have a handshaking, and we're going to be fine," how do you respond to that?
I usually respond to say that,
Run.
Contracts are relationships, and if you want a good relationship, you need a good contract. And that really helps people kind of understand what's at risk and what the parameters of the relationship is.
So if I'm a business owner and I have no idea what I'm talking about, right? So I know I have a business, I have a great idea, and I want to protect that idea because it's the next greatest thing since sliced bread, whatever it is. And sometimes it's an innovation of an existing idea, sometimes it's something brand new, or a new way to do something. People a lot of times just are so happy and proud to share it, or they talk to somebody who may financially be able to help support that. When they come to you and you educate them, what are some of the things that you're helping them to understand? So let's just say I'm a business owner. I have got the greatest idea for the next way to make digital marketing on a TV behind us, but I don't have the money to do it. And I met, Bob over here, who's got all the money to do it and is very interested in financing the idea. This guy over here, the one that has the idea but no money, is generally the one that feels like they're the most in control. But in reality, the guy or the person with the money over here is the one that really has the control. So help us understand, what do you do to help both parties bring them to the table where they can feel like they both get a win and they're both protected, not just from each other, but from the things that can happen in life?
It's all about discussing. And in that discussion, it's understanding that there's layers of a business. And so you've got ownership layer, you've got management layer, and then you've got the doer layer, what I call the doer layer. And so when that guy comes in with the idea, he needs or she needs to understand what the structure is of the business, and then you start plugging in the holes. And so where does that potential investor fit in? Is it just as an owner layer? Is it at a management layer? Is it a participation in the operation of the business layer? And then how do those decisions get made? All of that gets talked about. It's not like you just sit down and write a contract and then the attorney hands it to you. That's not what's supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen is you're supposed to discuss it, educate yourself, get the information you need, make the decisions, and then the contract gets written. And then you all understand how you're supposed to work with each other.
Got it. So that way it helps kind of understand the rules. Now,
right.
We were also talking a little bit. You do a lot of seminars for free for business owners, with 80% of the businesses in the United States being defined by the Small Business Administration as a small business. You do a lot of stuff in the community. Talk to us a little bit about what you do for outreach for those people that may not even understand that they need an operating agreement or a business agreement.
And I'd love to talk about that. As a prior teacher before I went to law school, teaching is just part of who I am. And so I do a 3 or 4 course, depending on the time, at the Jacksonville Women's Business Center. And it's called Legal Matters. And we go over the 7 areas, the legal areas of a business. And that is through the Jacksonville Women's Business Center. I also do a lot of workshops and webinars through the Small Business Development Center. and that's at UNF. And then we also do a lot of workshops and webinars ourselves through our own firm. And some of those are, low cost, some are no cost, depending on who's hosting it. So there's a lot of availability of resources, and this is a really good place to be as a small business owner because of the amount of resources available.
So I'm a business owner. I have no idea what to do. The best thing to do is to try to get into contact with you, whether to engage you one-on-one or attend one of your workshops.
Absolutely.
What's the best way, if somebody wants to reach out to you, what's the best way to connect?
Our website has amazing resources. It's the legal department, all spelled out, .law, because we're a law firm, so .law.
That you are, and a lawyer. So the legal department.law, and they can go find you, a little bit about you, but then they can also connect with you on what upcoming webinars and or what coming teaching. Are you in person, virtual, both?
Both.
It's the world we live, right?
It is.
And so if you got a business owner and somebody's out there, they don't know what to do, they go to your law firm, they go to the website, they can link out to wherever, and then they can kind of look in to see how they can be educated, and so that they can do a great job for their baby, which is that business idea, and structure everything correctly so that they can really fulfill the dream that they have.
You got it.
Really neat what you're doing out there.
Thank you.
And it's good to see you again. It's been a minute. Thank you for coming in today.
My pleasure. Thank you for asking.
Absolutely. Guys, thanks so much for joining us on the Jacksonville Buzz. If you like us, share us. And remember, live with gratitude.